Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bougie Bree. Today I am going to be doing a tutorial, but because my last few tutorials have been focused on eyes, I had my lash tutorial, I had my a dark eyeshadow tutorial, and I haven't done a face makeup tutorial in a while for you guys. Today I am going to do a face makeup tutorial, and it is going to be something different for me. So I hope it's something different for you. So typically I do my face makeup first, and I know there is contemplation and there's people that do their face makeup first, then they do their eye makeup, then there's the people that do their eye makeup, then face makeup first. And I have just always felt comfortable doing my face, then my eyes. But a lot of videos I see, a lot of, influencers and makeup YouTubers do their eyes first. A few days ago, I was watching Amrezy's latest tutorial. Not only does she do her eyes first and then her face, just the routine and order of steps that she does her face in was just a whole new way to me personally. It just seemed I was super intrigued because obviously her skin always looks flawless, and I was like, okay, I want to see how she does her face makeup and I want to take those steps. So today I am going to be doing my face makeup according to Amrezy's face makeup routine. I'm not using all the same products she uses. I don't think I'm using any of the same products she uses except for our highlighter. But I'm just taking my products and doing them in the steps that she does them. I'm also kind of using similar tools that she uses for certain products. And I'm super excited to see how this turns out. And I hope I learn a few things, and I hope you guys enjoy and learn a few things too. Before we get into any parts of this tutorial, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share my video if you enjoy it, or even if you just want to send it to your friends and have them watch it or whatever. I love you all, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started. So I already have my brows and eyes done except for my lashes. I just wanted to really get into the face makeup application. That's because where I really saw a huge difference. As far as the eyebrow and eyeshadow, there was a difference in the order that she applies and I apply that. She does her brows first, so I did that, and then her eyes, and then her face makeup. So this is super strange for me because mine's total opposite. I usually do face makeup, brows, then eyes. So we're gonna see how this goes. I literally took notes on what she applies in what order and what tools she uses. To start, she doesn't use a primer, which I'm fine with because there's days that I don't use primer either. She does start with a moisturizer. Today I am going to be going in with a Glam Glow moisturizer. This is Moisture Trip Omega Rich Moisturizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this. If you have oily skin, I'd probably skip the moisturizer first. I would kind of probably just go with your normal skincare routine. Now, this isn't my normal go-to moisturizer, but it's the moisturizer I have right now. It's not bad, so I still use it. So she also goes in with an oil, which I'm gonna do as well because that also helps give more of a dewy finish versus, a matte finish. I'm gonna go in with Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. Sometimes I mix this oil with my actual foundation. Sometimes I just apply it directly to my skin. So today we're just gonna apply directly to my skin. I'll drop here. So even though these technically aren't primers, it's still, these are gonna fill up your pores before you apply your face makeup, so that your makeup's not gonna absorb into your pores. This is gonna fill your pores first. Okay. So now, as you can see, my skin is it's actually very moisturized, very smooth, very soft. So kind of like this combo. I don't know about the oil. I feel like I would do either just a moisturizer or just the oil. I don't know about doing both. But let's see how this goes. Wow, this is so weird that my brows and eyebrows are already done. So that means that as I'm applying my face like makeup, I definitely have to be careful around my brows and eyes. And that's kind of probably the part that I'm most like worried about. So let's see how it goes. To start, she applies her cream contour. I use Anastasia's stick foundation for my contour. This is in shade Amber. So darker than me, obviously, it's why it's a contour. She applies it with a brush. I typically apply this with a beauty blender. So that's something different for me. I'm gonna take this flat brush from Sephora, apply my contour where I normally would apply it. Now, I'm not necessarily using her products or like applying her product where she applies it because obviously different face shapes. I'm just doing it like in the steps that she does and like using the tools. So I'm gonna apply my contour here. Forehead, of course. Jawline a little. So now this contour almost matches my spray tan. But later on we're gonna set it with a powder, so it's gonna darken it up. I'm gonna do the sides of my nose. So that's done. Now next she comes in with her concealer. Here you are gonna need to use two tools. One, your beauty blender, and two, more of a flat brush when you're coming in around like underneath your eyes, just because your eyeshadow is already done. Today I am using my Benefit Booing Cakeless Concealer. This is in shade 6.5. This is my all-time favorite concealer. We are going to go in under eye. I'm gonna get this as close as I can with the applicator before I come in with my like brush and beauty blender. And then especially because I have like the smoked out cat eye, that's where I'm really gonna have to come in and be careful with the brush. Forehead. I already concealed the top of my brows because she did in her video. So I don't really have to come in too much right there. Just gonna make sure I have enough coverage up here. And then middle of my nose. She does come in the sides of her nose with her concealer. So I'm gonna do that as well. I usually don't. My nose isn't like a huge thing for me to contour on a regular, like super contour. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin just because I do have some breakouts going on down here. And probably just a little bit on my top lip because again, I have some breakouts going on up there. I am going to go in first with my beauty blender to kind of get the bigger areas like my chin, top of my lip, and then under my eye. I'm gonna come as close as I can with this, and then I'll go in with my brush after. So this is gonna kind of meet your contour where you placed your contour earlier. Sides of my nose, top of my nose, in between the brows, forehead. Again, this concealer on your forehead is going to meet your contour on your forehead. Okay. Wow, I already feel so much better that I have some coverage. I just think it's so weird to have like your eyes all done up and then like you have no face coverage, which obviously I know the look's all gonna come together in the end, but it's still just like new to me. So next, here I am with the flat brush, and this is when I'm gonna be able to get close into my eye, and then we're gonna kind of be able to bring this out under that smoked out liner. I love this concealer because even though it's now been applied to my skin for, I don't know, like 30 seconds, it's still like I can still move it around. It's not a drying formula. Super creamy, super blendable, full coverage. So okay, so there we go with the concealer. This is actually really different for me because she doesn't apply foundation to her whole face. She just applies it now to where she doesn't have coverage from her contour or her concealer, because I usually apply my contour and concealer on top of a full face of foundation. So this is actually probably gonna save you some product, which, you know, kind of excited about that. And put a little bit on here because I'm not gonna need much because I already have a lot of coverage from those two prior like products. So she does her jawline, so I'm gonna put a little bit on both sides. I'm gonna come in and do that coverage. And here you can really cut out your contour. I am gonna go over my chin just because those breakouts, I want some extra coverage there. So both jaw lines on this with the foundation. So you can really see my contours cut out now. So then she comes in, take a little bit more. I've literally barely used any foundation, which is actually really cool. It saves a lot of product. She goes in like right here because you don't really have like too much concealer or contour on this right here on these sides of your forehead. Again, be careful with your brows. So right here, she kind of goes in between her contour and her concealer, kind of just marrying the two together. So I just did that a little with what was, I didn't put any new product, just kind of the excess from what's left on my beauty blender. Okay, and then she does go a little bit into like around her brows just because they are concealed from way earlier. So just to kind of match those colors. And then she also does her neck and chest. I'm not gonna go too big into my chest, but I definitely will go into my neck. Alrighty, so now it's like for setting powder, time for setting powder. I don't bake. I haven't baked in a really long time. I talked about this in my last full face video. But for the sake of this video, Amrezy's a baker, so I'm gonna bake. Today I am using Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder. I use this when I have a like my spray tan and I have a darker complexion versus just the translucent. And you're gonna take your beauty blender for this. She bakes everywhere that her concealer just was. And we're gonna bake under my eye. God, I haven't baked in so long. This is kind of weird. Now her under the eye baking, she leaves on the longest because that's where she wants the lightest. So it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apply that first and leave that on the longest. Like I said, I'm not a baker. One thing that I kind of find contradicting in this was you have dry skin, so you apply a moisturizer and an oil, but then you're gonna bake, which is gonna dry out the moisture you just applied. Not exactly understanding that concept, but hey, to each their own. So now I'm also going to do my jawline. God, I'm getting powder everywhere. I feel like I have never baked in my life. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. It's just, I find it like an unnecessary step. I find it to be like a waste of powder. Like, you don't need that much. And we're gonna do the middle of the nose. Just so much product. All right, then we're gonna bake the forehead. Again, everywhere concealer just was. I just already see my skin like cracking underneath the powder that I'm baking with. That's that as far as my baking steps go. I feel like I now have powder all over me. And yes, I do have powder all over me. Okay, so now she doesn't sweep away her powder from baking. She stiples it in. I'm gonna go in with, for under my eyes, which I'm gonna do last, I'm gonna use this smaller Morphe brush just because like it's more precise. For the rest of my head, I'm gonna go in with, this brush isn't too much bigger than that brush, but it is. This is also a Morphe brush. And I'm gonna go in, and I believe she did her jawline first because she wants that to not be the lightest. She said that she thinks stipling was like way better than just wiping it away. So we're just gonna staple this into the skin, which is just like a patting motion to like pat the product into your skin versus just like getting rid of it. I actually really like the look of the contour. It's just like such a sharp contour now. So now I'm gonna come in with a smaller brush, do my nose more, and then my under eye. Staple this in. I just have such normal skin. I don't have oily skin, I don't have dry skin. So like I don't need to take precautions for either one of those. And that's one of the reasons why another reason why I don't bake anymore, because I don't need that dryness that some people need. But it's okay. We're trying something new today. So now I think I've stapled all that setting powder. I mean, my face looks really smooth. I could give you that for sure. From like what I'm seeing, it looks really smooth. I like that. Okay, so now she comes in and sets like her contour with like a powder contour. I'm gonna be using Benefit Hoola. This is a bronzer I use with like a lot of looks, no matter what color I am, because it's so buildable. Using this slanted, fluffy Morphe brush. And we're just gonna set the contour. And see how that kind of wiped away any of the extra setting powder it got on there. So I like that. So everywhere that you have that contour in the beginning, just gonna go in with this. Okay, so we got the contour set with a powder bronzer. Next, we are going to come in with a bronzer, and she kind of just bronzes everywhere. I'm gonna use Brawn Goddess by Estee Lauder in shade medium. And I'm going to just take like a big fluffy brush and just literally bronze everywhere. Make sure not to have a lot of like excess product on this, because you don't want like heavy bronzer anywhere. So it is literally going everywhere. And it's not like a dramatic bronzer, but definitely gonna bring it down into your neck, a little on your chest if you want. I mean, being bronze is never a bad thing. After we bronze, next she comes in with blush. I'm not a huge blush person, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to apply blush because, you know, that's the point of this video, is to follow someone else's routine. First, I'm going to apply Tarte's Party blush. This is a more like pinky mauve. I'd say this is a blue pink blush. As you can see, it's like not really been used. I'm not a blush person. I think I actually got this from Sephora with some points one time, or in like a kit or something. I don't know. I am gonna come in with the same brush that I did use to set my contour with. I'm gonna dust that off a little. All right, here we go. Blush. This is not Bougie Bree's forte. I'll tell you that much. Alrighty, we're gonna apply that above my contour. Oh, I actually, as far as a blush goes, I like this shade. I could tell you that. I'm just not a huge blush person. Oh, I look so cute. I look like a little doll. No. Okay. Okay, I'm not saying this is turning me into a blush person, but it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And I did also get out my Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush blush, because that's a matte blush and this is gonna be sparkly. So I'm gonna use some of this. It's gonna give a shimmer, and just because I was like, wow, I don't want like some boom crazy blush on me. So I also got that kind of for backup to kind of reinforce this decision. And I like how it's the like triple. So you kind of get a little bit more bronzer, you get a little bit of blush, you also get a little highlight. Just, you know, put your brush in there, sweep that on. Now you got a little bit more of a glow going to you. So that's that as far as blush goes, I think. I feel like I just applied it like a contour, but that's my blush knowledge. All right, so lastly for face, we are going to highlight. And in honor of this being Amrezy's routine, we are going to be using Amrezy's highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this highlighter. Can you even buy it anymore? I really hope so, because I bought it when it first, like I ordered it when it first dropped. And when I run out of this, like I'm gonna need more of it. Taking Anastasia's highlight brush. Now I'm saying blush for everything. Wow, this fucking blush is in my head. All right, here we go. Last thing for this face to be done. Nose. Ugh, I love this highlight so much. It's like a lighter version of Champagne Pop. We're gonna highlight this. We're kind of highlighting on top where I put the blush, but not like fully. And then we are going to highlight a little bit of my Cupid's bow. So that completes my face makeup as far as Amrezy steps go. My face looks really soft and smooth. I really actually like this contour, concealer, and then only your foundation where that coverage isn't, because I guess like the more you cake it on, the more the more you layer, the more the products get cakey. I don't really think I ever have a cakey looking face. You guys might think something different, whatever, I don't care, because I like my makeup. But I really like it. It's really smooth. That is her routine. She's used to it. That is her comfort zone. I've never done this before. I literally wrote down the steps a couple days ago when I watched her tutorial, and it's the first time I've done it in this like order. So, but I am liking the look of it. I think it looks really like soft and smooth and like clean. So I like this. I do like it. Okay, so now time for lips. First, I'm gonna take my baby wipe and kind of wipe off any concealer or foundation in the middle that I may have gotten, any crusties. Today I am using Ace Beauté. There's like a little, I feel like a conductor. No, there's a little bar over the E, so I think it's like Beauté, I don't know. Anyways, I'm annoying. And this is shade Be Peachy. I don't know why it's called Be Peachy, because it is definitely not peachy. This is definitely like a brown, by far a brown. And I really like this pencil. You guys will see this pencil review in my next BoxyCharm review. And then I am using Sol Janeiro tinted lip balm in Keep It Real. Keep it real. Real. Rio. I'm annoying. Surprised y'all have watched this far. I really like this because it's a lip balm, so it's moisturizing and it gives you a, like, not a total glossy finish. I don't need to apply lip gloss now. So I really like this, especially for the winter time because a girl's lips be getting real dry. Oh, I've already got to have some like chapped lips going on and it's not cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna go apply my lashes and we are going to let this weave down. Okay, it's not a weave, it's my hair, but we're gonna let my hair down and I will show you guys the final look. Sad story, you guys are getting a week old, a little bit of greasy hair because I just realized I ran out of dry shampoo. Today is hair washing day, but I wanted to record this video before I washed my hair so I didn't have to do my hair today. It's okay. Anyways, I do love you all still. Just good thing this isn't a hair tutorial. But yeah, so this is the final look. I'm happy with the way it came out. Definitely some things that I can incorporate into my normal routine from the steps and like things I did today. A couple things that I know I will be incorporating. I think I'm gonna continue to bake my jawline just because I really like that crisper, like contour line. I'm not gonna bake my under eyes necessarily just because like I said, I still feel like mine's a little dry, but I did like that. I also really liked only doing the contour and the concealer and then just using the foundation like to fill in the coverage versus a full face of foundation and then placing all that on top because my face feels a lot lighter. And I don't know if that's because I did bake, so it just feels smoother as well. But it's also gonna save me product. I definitely enjoyed trying this new like routine and I hope you guys liked it as well. I hope you learned something because I know I learned some things. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and I'll see you guys next time.